mile of treasure worth more than gold. Give me what train on make I go, from Freetown to the places I know. Give me Waterloo Road, let's take it slow. The journey's sweet wherever we go. I hear the music play, sweet the call. We go no line, the diamonds fall. Moyambas feel stretched far and wide. Every village, every town fills me with pride. Give me what train on make I go, from Freetown to the places I know. Give me Waterloo Road, let's take it slow. The journey's sweet wherever we go. From the hills of Kabbalah to the shores of Bonfim, every step I take I feel the warmth. Sierra Leone, oh you light up my soul. You're the journey, you're the goal. From the hills of Kabbalah to the shores of Bonfim, every step I take I feel the warmth. Sierra Leone, oh you light up my soul. You're the journey, you're the goal. Give me what train on make I go, from Freetown to the places I know. Give me Waterloo Road, let's take it slow. The journey's sweet wherever we go. Give me what train on make I go, from Freetown to the places I know. Give me Waterloo Road, let's take it slow. The journey's sweet wherever we go. I left me heart and boat where the laughter flows. The palm trees wave and the river glows. Calhoun to Kinema, the stories unfold. Every mile of treasure worth more than gold. I left me hunting bow where the laughter flows. The palm trees wave and the river glows. Calhoun to Kinema, the stories unfold. Every mile of treasure worth more than gold. Give me what train on make I go, from Freetown to the places I know. Give me Waterloo Road, let's take it slow. The journey's sweet wherever we go. I hear the music play, sweet the call. We go no line, the diamonds fall. Moyambas feel stretched far and wide. Every village, every town fills me with pride. Give me what train on make I go, from Freetown to the places I know. Give me Waterloo Road, let's take it slow. The journey's sweet wherever we go. From the hills of Kabbalah to the shores of Bonfim.
All right, good morning and welcome to another edition of a program where we call KOL RES right on YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, this is how we can discuss issue them within at the front page of the different newspaper them. Okay. I think this is the time where we will go back to the people them where we will say the man of God them for them to actually explain to we certain things them. What in the need for explain to we? For example, the fire incident done too much. In my opinion, I not think say this one are ordinary something anymore. What in this simply means, any time you get wicked leader, God defend way for destroy that particular nation day. Well, we don't know waiting, but I just the talk. because of at the vision certain things them. For example, we see what happen in the Bible in the story of Saul, we see what happen with Pharaoh, we see what happen with other side them, yeah. Moses and the Red Sea, we see what happen with Noah, and all of them things in there. So what make they say so? Because you see some area that they burn right now, we not get anything for do with electricity. For example, one village burn, a whole village burn, and electricity not day. Light not day. But the village just burn. And other side and the way villages that they burn. Okay, outside light day, something they go put up by EDSA or because of the kind of wiring we did. But things then they go on really, we not look normal. As we did talk so, now, 34 military hospital, all of the stores them where they on fire. State House don't burn them days here. And today we talk about now we talk about 34 military hospital. 34 military hospital we don't burn. So in my own opinion, I still feel say, something they go on with very much wrong. Maybe spiritually also. I don't know. But I strongly believe say something they go on with no wrong. Especially with the example them say some area that they burn when no light no day. Village and the burn light no day. And the light, the way out Austin the burn right inside the country now like every day. The very day where State House burn, the nets where is Salima, White House, that now Watalo, or outside that one day, instead of burn. We hear yesterday was born. We hear now like every day you must hear bonus. It's not normal. It's not really normal. Well, the man of God they need for come together and they lead we in prayer for we nation because it look like say God they vex by we for something. It look like say God they vex by we for something. And another thing that we actually need for find out what exactly we they do, we wrong, where God no like. We see a lot of things that they happen. Injustice then at the country, killing then at the country, Boku, all of them things, and the people and they see don't know more than they go thief people and go pull parts for them, accidents them not for talk. We really need for look and know exactly what they go on. So for you, for the benefit of you will actually not see the 34 military hospital yet where they on fire, big inferno. Big fire, where big past State House in it really big. It really big. So we actually need to go back and watch quickly waiting to go on. But for now, let me take a look at the 34 military hospital. Yes, just some seconds, please. Let me be and come to you. 34 military hospital. Let me be and come to you. Let you see exactly what we talk about. In fact, I'll not be actually, know this too. Gigi Snow, like always, one we good family and just send this thing and say, look fire. And come on. Famble them, this fire is really big. I will show you now in twofold, yeah. Let we bring first the first one to una and we guess them they ready. We guess them they ready for come to we. But I'll bring to una this one in twofold, yeah. Let's just resize this for we all for let we see. Quickly, let's just resize and let we all see quickly. Some seconds, please. If you just join me, don't forget for like and share the program. If you not subscribe it, please consider for do so before you go any side. Okay, so this first one I bring to you now from a very far away, the 34 military hospital for a very far away. Yeah, now they bring this one to you. So una watch them quickly. Let una see exactly what's in the
Non so cosa non è la prima, tu mi passi là. Non è più una cosa. And go with you don't want to open analyze to keep safe fine.
Na fisu
Eh? Look, mommy, the puppy don't call Bob. I think so, get money. Babe, where say you go? Huh? Babe. Babe. Give people an impression.
You know, let's bring the other one to her quickly. Let us see.
Outside. From from this money or this far rocket. Look at from this money, or 34 rocket all is stored in the room. Now they can blow on pure. Now they said that it's inside the drugstore there. Now the drugstore. Now the drugstore from this money. Yes, if I don't get a lot of thing from this money, this fire we don't up there. Yes, look at outside unborn. Yes. Okay. What about the home? What about the home there now? Yes. Yes. Well, what about the home there now? They near there. All the born back.
What's my would they talk about? We buy it, they forget bouncer.
But I know they talk so.
Me and Fistamino, and bouncer me again. Always, they know around me.
Look at outside unborn, outside on take over fire.
Right. So this na the fire we una the CISO with the Force Military Hospital. You know, according to what we get from the video, my body all the cage cool. You know, it's just too sad for the country. Really sad for the country. You know, then this year with the toxic on 10 as a result of few things the way they want to do with documentation. But this one done more than dandy. It don't too much. It don't even pass within with the imagine now. It really don't pass within with the imagine. Okay, so and we can go and watch quickly within the. We can go quickly. Let we see waiting we get. You know, with we guessed them this morning. You know, a lot of things them it's sad. It's sad anyway. Let's just welcome one of our guests who don't join me inside the studio, inside the program this morning. Sorry, I'm not going to read the paper then, but rather I go to scout for see what we get in terms of, you know, videos the way I go to bring come to you as we go on with the discussion. So inside the program this morning, let me welcome Apostle Daniel inside the program. Apostle, good morning and welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning, Brother Tengbe Pierre. How are you?
By God in power, we try, sir. How are you safe, sir?
Thanks so much. God bless you for the good work.
God bless you all, sir. Do you allow us start with this now, yeah? I saw you, I'm not going to ask you the traditional question today, but let us start with the too much fire inside the country. You know, what do you feel, say, you know, go responsible?
Outside, okay, outside. From this one,
Don't say something in line with that. In not normal. Yes, one or two incidences.
But you know, say you camera the offensive?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So sorry about that.
It's okay.
Like I was saying, one or two incidences of fire. I mean, you go say probably it's accident or some other mistake. Mm-hmm. But when it becomes like a pattern, it's becoming like systematic. Mm-hmm. It don't be out of accident now. Mm-hmm. And many people will try for it in their own way, but this thing is becoming like a national spiritual concern, you know, because why I use the word spiritual, if now people and they do oneself, that mindset say for deliberately bring fire, it's in itself spiritual. Mm-hmm. Again, if some kind of, coincidence, it's again spiritual because this coincidence, it happen like selective, it's a pattern. It's also spiritual. So as a nation, we desperately need some kind of divine healing. We do need that because it's becoming something that is out of control. Like you rightly say, the day we status to get issue, the same day somebody in place the born in a Waterloo. And now you're talking about the military hospital where they just build. We're very, very important and crucial for we as a nation. So I consider the whole thing where they happen like a serious spiritual concern.
And then what do you feel say we actually need for do as a nation?
Well, as a nation, we need serious soul searching. we need a deep sense of thinking. Individually, we all as citizens need to ask serious questions to ourselves first and foremost. We need to begin to ask questions nationally. Who say we don't go wrong? Waiting are we activities them? Waiting are the thing that we did do with decision making, we day-to-day relationship with one another. Because all the way they happen to get for do is we as citizens, and of course by extension the country as a whole. Now we ask serious question. Who say we don't go wrong? People of the north, people of the south, people of the east, people of the west or northwest. Who say we don't go wrong? And be very much sincere with ourselves. From that point, we can get away forward.
All side okay, all side. From
and we need, as I said, we need healing. We do need that. We need national healing, whether of the spiritual or just the physical, natural healing of the mind. That is what we need at this point. We need healing. We need them.
All right, from Olem News, where they literally say, you know, one building, well, from the fire where they see, it look like say don't pass one building. You know, that fire, it really scatter, really spread. You know, they say nobody, no, they no report say anybody don't die it as a result of this fire accident. You know, they don't actually know waiting cause them. Well, this is not the thing. They don't actually know waiting cause them. But let's stop there with the update and come back to you. Now, this fire, they don't know waiting cause them. It's still kind of, you know, you don't talk them, but I don't know what make me much just stay around this particular word. You know, say, we don't know. Then waiting at the problem. You think, say, we need forget, because a long time we don't ask for fasting. Before this time, where you come so, I don't they talk about, time them where God the vex spam people in the world. Yeah, it do several things them. For unbugging, the lady know say in at the most high. For example, I'll be they talk about Noah and the ark. I'll be they talk about the issue of Saul. I'll be they talk about the issue of Pharaoh. I'll be they talk about the issue of Moses. A lot of things then they must destroy certain sets of people. Let them know say we vex about certain things then. You know, well, a lot of things don't know how country and pastor. I don't know. A lot of things don't know they happen. From people in blood and are grown. You know, injustice in the country, all of the things that you think say the government, because now government then go look at spiritually or then go take them like for say, okay, now just one minor thing we'll go just address.
There comes a time in a man's life where you experience chain of events, even where you unwilling for take certain steps, you go be forced for take certain steps. This goes for we government. We government them na mortal man. Not to like a stick or animal. Then get conscience, then get blood and spirit will run through them. I think say, even though probably will not get anything from them, to be told, they must they think say, but what is this? No matter how government stand, something in the way must touch their soul. Say, what is this? One thing after the other, one thing after the other. Well, that question in there actually something they can lead to for solicit help. And help in this situation mostly can be spiritual. And so I want for belief, with all this way they go on now, it's a kind of a call God will give to we all as a nation, and of course including the government.
All right, continuing for the with we inside the program. They still go into the news. Let read them. It looks like today we go focus on the man of God them for let them tell we waiting the actually Bible them say about this thing and waiting we need for look at. According to the news, they say firefighter them and firefighter, security force and other emergency service. Then currently they now the scene outside and they fetch the fire. And please continue for follow. Well, this one we are the right now now from AYV News. AYV News we actually done Bokam. But later on, I know so we will get a lot of footages them we go to come up for we actually see and waiting they go on with regards this particular fire. But as we talk so, we go still to show you. We go still to show you the image from waiting we see. It look like say we one big side. I mean like plenty building in and they on fire so right now as we talk. Because you see how spread it be. Even when they post with the video they from far side you see it spread. And remember say that area they outside the Wilberforce military hospital there you get a lot of host them. I mean people and they where they live behind there. And with this kind of fire where we see so okay let's say now one building but it can be seen at a longer journey because we know how hospitals are like. Now from post to post, hey, people and patients and they as well. People and they under critical condition. Imagine some people you don't need for pull on an ICU, yeah, in intensive care, oxygen and other things them. So if fire no kill them, then they rush pull them, yagbam, where it really need emergency attention, then na cause for concern. Pastor, la actually bring you come inside again, Apostle. Sorry, la bring you inside again. The issue of this, fire. We see say then they come and say fire the burn. We not get enough firefighters them. Even the firefighters that will get they rot in the motoka them. Even the one way not just for go na state house. You can see no more now how it be. You think say the government they prioritize the issue of firefighting at the country? Because not to today this far begin, not to the first year this work can get things that like this way they happen.
Well, sadly to say, we go pay homage to the Fire Force Department because they've been working under difficult situation. In a sense, they not get the required tools them or machines them what they need. I'm talking about the 21st century machine them where they need for put off the fire. And to answer the question direct, I think that's now one area where we government not they give the support where they support for give. We go help the fire department or agencies for make actually they be swift in their work. Several incidents like the motoka they all or one probably lazy for claim ill or whatever place, and then they not get them fine leather system where outside the motoka they before reach. I mean, with the pump, the leather will go up there, and like as I said, the 21st century firefighting equipment. So, let's take you to this young man in Burkina Faso. This is an example where Africans then for emulate. He's a journalist. He just wants to see Africa come up to the level. So that mindset then now we need, even as a country, Sierra Leone. We don't need that mindset. We say, no, we country deserve certain level. We deserve certain standard at the world stage. That is what is needed. So like at this fire business, if we get that kind of leadership, we will say, no, me own country, me fire people then forget so equipment, then forget so thing. I think we also we do so right now. So honestly, the government need to do more or make sure say when you talk about fire business, Sierra Leone go there on top of the game. Yeah.
Okay. Arthur, I'll bring you inside. Welcome to the program this morning, Arthur Pratt.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. We've been just to talk with Apostle, when they look at the eye of this particular matter, and when they ask, this particular thing, you think say, natural something they happen? Because what make I ask this and I continuously talk this because some side and they outside fire they take place. Lights no day, for example, some villages they were they born. So and now then there's their state house, Salima, another person host, and today as we talk so Wilberforce Military Hospital. And by the way, now you bring that they come to me notice because I'll be the plan for this and nobody pay attention to other things. What do you think say, as a nation, you think say sometimes we don't do something wrong? Because other nation and they way before inside the Bible say they be punished. I don't know, sometimes I just want to be spiritual this morning.
Well, it writes for you for be spiritual. You're not mortal man. Every human being, like spiritual being. You get a strong spiritual aspect to your life. With regards to that question, I will point to a few things. The very first thing, me saying a person way, of course, you know, me a pastor, me a person way, they always keep tab of prophecies where they come out about me nation. This because me not that kind prophetic kind person way. I strongly believe in prophecies and for look at waiting they happen. And I get before me several prophecies with several pastors then give concerning Sierra Leone for this year, and one of them prophecies then they relate to fire disaster. Fire disaster happening in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has to pray against fire disaster, you know, and all of that. But that said, it one of the things I can always say is that when God they give revelation as to things them when like problematic things that we will say bad things that will happen. If they give you a revelation, therefore make we take time, make we be careful, and make we do what we able for do for avert then things that have for happen, for let them not happen. But being the kind of world where we day in now, very little consideration is given to that by some people. If there are other nations where they give considerations to some of them things there, but not wanting to just point this thing to a spiritual issue, let me also look at the possibilities of these things being limited. If you look at the video, them we don't come out so far. From which the person wake me this morning, they call me say, fire dinner with first medical stores they born. The very first video where I see now a video of early morning, which means the fire begin around between 5 and 6 o'clock. You understand me? That video they show you say when the fire they rage, they show you say the place still dark, which means the fire don't begin. And we were in America, Sierra Leone is like 4 hours ahead of we. You know, now it's like 10:30 at Sierra Leone. And by the time when they get all them videos there, so it's like 9:30, you find out that in one of the videos them, you find out say somebody will go and say, okay, now fire force they come. You know, after all this don't burn and now fire force they come. So this is what I want to say on that aspect. Fire force, not to them problem with fire and army barracks. It go be a shock to anybody.
Okay.
Fire force, not to them problem with fire and military barracks. Every military in the world, they get every civilian department within themselves. So the army supposed to forget fire force. Sierra Leone army, like when they get military hospital, so they get their ambulance and get their own system. Then get guard room where represents the prison system. They forget fire force, fire departments and the army. The army forgets in carpentry department, military in engineering, that's what they call them. So under military engineering, you will get carpentry, you will get welding, you will get masoning, you will get this, you will get that. So the fire department will be part of the Sierra Leone army department. So we find ourselves in a situation in which the military cannot defend themselves from physical disaster. Because we're not going to even ask the question as to what caused the fire now. Like I went to there too. Could it be spiritual? Could it be like somebody, like saying a sabotage? Or could it be like somebody they do something somewhere? We don't know, except investigation comes. So we're not going to preempt in all of them kind of things today. But I just want to point to the fact that with the kind where the fire they reach and how long the fire don't reach, I think to say it's a shame we military not be equipped for do that. Now we point the blame on fire force. We're ill-equipped. Now I make a glad I'm listening to Apostle in the start. Apostle was saying that fire force, they want to give kudos to fire force. I think to say that we want to give kudos to fire force because with a limited capability, limited equipment, limited this, limited that, then they rush to fires. Then they rush to fires for trying to put out fire. If I will tell you one thing, with fire force always been they get help from countries like Canada because Canada mostly now they give help with fire brigade, and with fire force now one first way now the most now the least finance department in fire within Sierra Leone. More money is going to the police, and more money is going to the military, and some of it is going to prisons. Prisons mostly are based on food, but fire force has been completely neglected. This thing why they talk is not just about this government. We know the history of fire force. The only time we fire force, we are proud of our fire force. Now when Joseph Saidu Momobi take fire force and put them under Freetown City Council, that was during the days of Akibobet. Anybody remember the days of Akibobet? That was when Akibo began for rally round in Canada and in Australia for fire machines. When we fire force was boosted up seriously That was when even the fire department now, Kisi, I think was probably properly established. The fire department at Kisi by the police barracks was properly established. Yes, that was when all the fire department was properly established. But immediately Akibobes left the Freetown City Council, immediately the fire department was also, I think they don't pull them come on that Freetown City Council, everything just spoiled.
Okay, continue further with you inside the program, Arthur Pratt. Let's go again to the other guests then we will get inside the show this morning for we actually talk about the issues and serious one. Let's come over to you, Mr. George. Good morning and welcome to the program. You mic mute, please unmute your mic. Alright, the program where you watch is still mute. The program where you watch right now, na KOL RES right on Weird, na YouTube and on Facebook, because how they discuss issue them. Well, today we actually don't run away small bit from the newspaper. I mean, they talk about this breaking news. We, as we talk so, one of the main hospitals them inside the country, not only for military personnel, them for people them as well, we can get accident and we can get some other bad sick then can run go. They're on fire right now, big fire, and the medical store them as well, you know, according to what we hear from the video them, they burn. So continue for the way to inside the program. We still, oh yes, you don't unmute, okay now. Good morning.
Good morning, KOL RES. Good morning, Sembia Pierre. Thank you for the wonderful work. Being a George C.S. Makoti, the Chief Executive Officer of LEONE, who doubles to be the unifier on target, the CEO, the Positivo Radicalo. God bless us all.
All right. So let's start with this. Fire business, not to just 34, but first, let's begin with 34. What do you think about the fire business at 34, as we talk right now?
Let God bless we all. Let God bless. Let God bless we country Sierra Leone. For this wonderful program. I don't listen to my colleagues guest them, and you know what it kind of mind is time for talk about spiritual whatever. I would like you know this one. Now the crusade where the pastor don't put less, you don't put in coat and tie. The crusade don't start for boom, the praise and worship Leon, and the lights just go off. The pastor with the elders, they cannot do them, come and go to the generator house. Then begin for bind. I bind you, I cast you, I bind you, demon, you forces. We break you, we scatter you. And but once I be man within a corner, I want a mechanic. See, they watch when the pastor they search and try pull into the piece coat he back. I they can and I say pastor, I pastor secret. I say this sort of for bind, this is not for loose. So the man, the pastor say, what do you mean? I say, pastor, he say I guess man and I make la lose this generator. This will for check and not for bind. You don't need buying nothing, no. So what would they say? The serviceman take the pastor again, they go ahead, he open the machine, he loose her, he pull out him in oil by the machine, now they fix her, now they start, now the pastor I tell you, not all thing for buying. Sierra Leone, as a nation, let we learn for put things, everything saying now God. Go to the real things. When they build your house, when you don't construct, when you do the wiring, you need to get somebody who specialize somebody. When as a country, we need to get the real equipment, the correct one day. Like for example, if they build a house, that wiring, then they tell about 5 to 6 years, 7 years for revisit wiring. They need for checkup. As they tell me from the report, the preliminary report started by the State House, from the Fire Force chairman, where they tell you say now electrical malfunctioning. This they tell you say now wiring there, now cable there, we don't take some years, and we tell you about the State House don't take about 18.5. Okay, so up to this now about 130 years. That will tell you say that will tell you some things they don't go wrong, some wiring they don't old, they don't outdated. And now, let we come to the present day. Today, we get some mechanics, then some engineers who are not qualified. What we say, maybe they don't go use some substandard materials. And one thing very dangerous, you know they manage what you can buy electric or something. Immediately you use something or substandard, we get repercussion. Oh, in this now, I see the question we brought me to the 34. If we look at what side we don't go wrong, tell us how we reach so today. Either or. Because electrical malfunctioning and they cause disaster na electrical something quick. Where they disturb, destabilize any state or any office. When they build a house or an office space of over 5 to 10 people, then they tell about the health and safety of that facility. Now for always be alert. When they talk about the health safety, they talk about the things there what they in place. For me, just say at any time when we get an emergency like an outbreak of fire, people will respond. Like now we talk about the fire extinguishers. We talk about the electrical cables, the socket, the electrical system, the fire of it, the react to fire disaster. We not get, I think say it just don't expose Sierra Leone. We not get anything that has me at operate the Turkish now. The fire force from back in the days, we don't see fire force, the one who didn't say for tell you about. You understand? So come to the, I believe say now something like putting I don't like so because 34 they tell you say just don't they build it, don't say modernize, you don't modernize, let's go there, don't see some structures where you don't put in place, like the medical store. I tell you now say now something like say now electrical malfunction, we'll be saying a substandard cable stand they don't use. Now we get the Chinese cables. We'll be say they're no longer standard. Any heavy pressure will come. It lead to heavy heat. And how far the teams then will get in place for do them regular checks there. Now they will host there, and then office there, now then public institutions there. How then team there really they work effectively, efficiently for make sure they will not get their occurrence there will not happen. As I listen to the Fire Force spokesperson, he said from January to now, January to this April, is over 200 and something fire incidents. Just this short time. So this they tell you say, Lord narrow yourself no more on spiritual. But Lord also putting exactly with the use na salon. The structures, the institutions for fight against the kind of emergency that are they really equipped?
Good question. But let's come to now, after an apostle, anybody can first go. Let me go back to State House, for example. Also, we see, this fire be and take up 3rd and 4th floor now the State House. Very historic thing as well. And then, according to the same firefighters, then saying as a result of, electrical, faults, electrical fault. I know the emergency State House for they know the check-in system. Or for say that system where they can say salon people they get it sick, where we know the maintenance. Now it don't affect State House. For saying that negligence now it affects State House. Or now as a result of the bad leadership where the minister and in deputy and chairman they give to the ministry make State House as well done on fire. Anybody can first go.
Apostle.
Yeah, okay, what I thought. God bless you, Pastor. Yeah, it's very interesting. I think when you mentioned the State House, a couple of weeks, is it a week or a month ago? I don't know if now on a platform, my brother Yunkela, he happened to be the chairman of some electrical service provider.
Yeah, the energy, yes, energy.
Yeah. He makes some statements will be very much unfortunate when the journalists been put onto and say, they will see away the born. It was like saying a bad wiring. Many people host the born and all the rest of it. That was really unfortunate. Because as a public figure, you get one thing where you always pay attention to. That is to say, you compassion or empathy for the people. That statement didn't like anything called empathy or maybe compassion. So, my brother, we just talk with great agents for the unifier. Greetings to you. Amen. We talk about the spiritual. We cannot go away from the spiritual. Yeah, is this man, we say, no, the fire the way they be, they get for do with people and carelessness, blah, 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 or bad wiring. What happened now in a state house? In your very office was directly affected. Is that not spiritual? Is that not a way for God for talk to Mr. Yunkela? Say, listen, I want to draw your attention to something where you not look understand. Me, God now, defend a way for draw your attention. And right now, in your office, fire catch the in a state house. If it's not spiritual, what is it? Spiritual means, when you say spiritual, it's mostly God's channel for communicates to we, or Satan in your own way for show up. Now, the two things, either God is communicating to us, or Satan also is showing up. Or sometimes the two can come together somehow. One can come together, not like God the partner with Satan. No, God forbid. What I'm trying to say, the situation we can happen, God can use them for communicate to we. I think I therefore repeatedly use Mr. Yunkela in name. Maybe God is communicating to Mr. Yunkela. That what we've been talking to the citizen, the young people then, maybe you subject them. It was not right. Now look what's in the apple now, your own office. And the reference when my brother make about that crusade and that pastor, it's correct. Not all things are spiritual, but guess what? When it happen repeatedly, that pastor need to want for make crusade. At certain points in generator the poel. It is no longer a technical issue. It is spiritual. So like in the Sierra Leone context, yes, we get for be practical. But when more amounts they show wickedness for a period of time, a long period of time in different aspects, it's now spiritual. Why making us spiritual? The very positive ways they deal with, let's say, for example, somebody want for go making documents, they want open factory in Sierra Leone. When they go to the ministry in concern, no way. Other persons self come, they go there, no way. Third, fourth, up to 10 people and go, no way. Honestly, why it is called spiritual? Because there is wickedness in that person here in heart for unbox Sierra Leone progress. That's wickedness, it's spiritual. In this case, satanic spirituality. So if we deal with Sierra Leone issue, we not deal with the spiritual, we know they get away. Of course, we got to be practical because the world is a practical world. But we know we'll take away the spiritual, and that wickedness. You know, they see an apostle face. Now, they're not making a spiritual. They're individual where they say Sierra Leone for go, Salon for deso. Those activities are mainly spiritual because you cannot see them. So sometimes the person you get high regard for, where you go look, all man they clap for. Naina the person to get the wicked act where they suppress the progress of the country. So it's spiritual because you cannot see it. So Sierra Leone issue is the two they work together. My brother had to go be a witness. The two they work together. You look at the physical, of course, the practical situation, but also you've got to look at the spiritual, which you need to see. I'll end with this. The heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can understand it? What makes Sierra Leone they go, they go? There are some wicked hearts where they drive this nation whose they go. It is spiritual. That is not to say we not go take charge of the physical as well. It is also crucial. May God bless us.
Okay, Arthur?
Yes, just a quick one. So let me look at State House. Let's start with State House. The fire at State House. Now, according to my brother George, the head of Fire Force, they say, technical issue. I want to begin ask how they do the investigation. And say, wiring. How they do the investigation for proof, say, wiring. Waiting, now the evidences we then get, where they can prove to we say this was a result of wiring. Number two, make I tell you, State House was not last wired over 150 years ago. Because even after the war, State House was rewired. And I will also tell you, see, even during Dr. Anis by Kuruma, none about this government, State House was rewired. Okay? Now, if all of that wiring go on, and then today fire can happen, we get for look back and say, okay, well, in this modern time, what happened with the rewiring? You talk, say, okay, we get people who are not professionals. What is the reason for that? The reason for that is maladministration and bad governance. Now, bad structure. Because if I said it and I'm saying it again, my experience at the West, all my life traveling, going to Europe, coming to America, going to China and all of these things. I know one thing. When it comes to civil engineering, that is a structure that has been set to the point at which in America, you don't get mind go find any kind of fake person for can run wire and you also for can check your wiring. You they call somebody who is certified, he gets the ID card. Then they can, because when disaster happen, police they can investigate, insurance they investigate. And at the end of the day, you don't want to make insurance back out of it because insurance are there for carrying debt. You don't want them to back out of it. When they point finger at you, say no to any other thing. Now you go call somebody. We're not professional enough. We can put you and the way destroyer. And that's the end, put you in a police, it put you in a jail. It put you in a jail. How then, from where have we failed in which even within government structures, these steps are not taken to have the right professionals to do some of these jobs? It don't work. It just shows say we system don't scrap, you don't pour, you don't turn, you don't rot in. If that's the happen at State House. Number two, you talk about bad material. That is why I'm saying we lack security. Probably when people talk about security, we talk about gun and police and soldier. If you go for go get material, me sister Lord the bill.
And to
They
get us
wanted
material, make sure say we.
He called me, say, I for go look for wiring for me. When I go to the guy in shop and I go to this Nigerian man in shop, I ask him. The first thing he tell me, he said, I will show you three. He said, I will show you this. It's the highest standard. I will show you this. This is the medium standard. I'll show you this. This wire, if you put them, you're not wrong, certain lights they come, it burn, it melt them. So you choose what thing you want. The same thing happened to me in China. We were investigating to buy some things. And the people in China show me 3 qualities. You want to tell me, say, government of Sierra Leone, not get people them we get the know-how from no say there are different qualities and that this is State House or this is the military we need for going for the good quality. They have them. Or there are people and they will going for the good quality and they're going for waiting. The bad quality.
Because they need for get change where they go use.
Yes, because they need for get change, they need for chap. They're going for the bad quality. And then you get people that when I quote unquote book professionals. These are just professionals on book where funnily, Dr. now that they fall. Where they can now and can try for make a case for something when their own fault, when they don't correct through a bill to parliament for boost up and ensure that we infrastructure get security. Look at the fire in Awatalu. Look at that disaster that also been broke na Kisi and the fire in Awatalu. They get something similar. You go find out for say there is no emergency exit. You remember one time in day na that very Kisi oh God, how they call this community? Jesus.
The Kisi Brook area?
No, not to Kisi Brook. Up to who said they take transport for Shell. Shell. If you go up na Shell, there was one house there where one young fellow made a bill. He built this 2-story house, but waiting happen at that, he not get back no. When fire catch up na that hostel, they all die inside that hostel.
And then the fronts been get bad them as well.
Yes, the fronts get bars. The same thing happened at West Street. If you remember one wonderful fire be happened at West Street long years ago. Who said that woman they sell all their school things and day. You understand me? Yes, where he died. I get a friend where me and me they go Christ Church will die inside that fire day. You understand me? A twin will die inside that fire day. What thing be the reason? That fire day happened. I think it was 2 months after he sealed in back door. He sealed the back door, they lock him. So when the fire happened, I go not for come out. That body na jump, he jumped the veranda. When he fought on me, body on me the host, and they die. So when you look at them, you know supposed to say with civil engineering gets problem. We not get monitors where they monitor civil engineering. We not get standards where you the bill you all sweet as you go up on other side. Tell me also you the kind of America where you see you not see emergency exit. If you do not have an emergency exit, it's a problem. Some of them they make some they go kind of stop you building, they go stop this, they go stop that day. But in Sierra Leone, everybody for himself, God for we all. So when you look at this thing, you see where we have failed. Let me take military now. Let me take military. Go to army barracks. Surrounding every except for Benjuma barracks and probably even Tapebu, Namoyamba, even other side. If you go there, surrounding these barracks are slums. Wilberforce barracks are the most disgraceful and unsecured barracks we get now West Africa. surrounding the Wilberforce barracks are slums. And now there's the soldier man in the back. Now they get tired soldier man in the back. When you look at how this fire they rage, I don't know the extent. I cannot preempt and say this is the extent. But if you hear it and the video self where when I play, you hear somebody they talk say the hostel all they near they then begin to catch fire. Then they just so say the fire they spread to the slums, and that now insecurity. Because over the years, the governments are able to build and ensure say military installations are secured. That fire they go get tendency for reach a point just always on time. Now we're not able to say it will be force hospital they over so military depot they over so. But if there be other places where the military depot and the hospital they closer, now massive disaster.
Yeah. You
see, so when we look at this thing, we're not look at it from a one-side view. When we look at it, we don't look at security holistically. This is a complete disgrace for we. For make this thing they happen, and the Wilberforce army, the military, that's like I do, not get the capability for hot star fire. The fire don't begin rage around 5 to 6 in the morning.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. This type program we na KOL RES we are on YouTube and on Facebook, and we don't talk problem. We don't talk problem. Interestingly. The pine itself just don't come. It just don't come inside the country. And it don't come and meet this issue of office, you know, and they meet the issue of, 34. In fact, 34 now welcome on this morning as the car inside. So it not normally come as he can come with the jama waking there by inside. He come very quietly, because in body language and all things, not look happy. But let's look at what thing would be the possible solution to all of them problems there. So where we don't hear fire throughout from where this year begins. So fire. Yeah. So let's start with you, George. What thing you feel say would be the solution to all of them things here? So for let we know the wake in the morning we say we don't lost this kind of people in life as a result of fire. This year I begin with, I think, that's outside the Kabia lot spot. Outside Guinea store there, around inside and we suicide people and die back inside a fire. 3. In fact, one of the person they did for him bad that the name was inside fire. So, what thing we for do as a nation? What thing the authority them for do? Because it's just obvious, it just don't clear say the people the way we get as authority, the disaster management. Interestingly, we get them in the all disaster management, the Office of National Security, but they not seem for the up to the task. For able for the one that are waiting disaster management, they don't waiting to manage. Us for no more, they not get nothing, pass them go length. Fire come up, they not get nothing, pass them begin battle. So waiting we for do as a nation for let we get out of them kind of things there so. Because we spend money. I listened to, for example, Drizzy Leak the other day. He say the reason why making turn down governments because you see that they don't want to pay, or they want me for do free thing, or they pay me one kind of way. But not to foresee they not get money, but then they spend the money outside the interest day. George.
Thank you very much, Mr. Singepe and KOL RES. Really. We'll get a three-track approach.
Okay.
This is one, the government. Government get for really team up as papa, as daddy. We'll make sure say one they equipped all the institutions they are already, they in charge for disaster management. As the colleagues, panelists, I don't say to Daniel and Autoprat, we got all the decisions then day, but look, go check let you see, nothing is really in place. Look at Guma Valley and look at the fire force, nothing already. The machines are all outdated. So the government really need for put input down and show commitment that all the people of this country security for secure lives and properties. It's not about push-pass, I'm this, I'm Mr. This. No, about you showing leadership, about you owning, taking responsibility. Not what you can to this, but make sure that the institutions there are well equipped. We can look at, I can tell you, and I can challenge person back, say, I'm telling you, a whole state house not even get fire alarm test. And I go challenge anybody. Because if that be there in place, therefore we don't well alert the security.
Smoke detector.
A smoke detector. I can tell you. So if all internet they know they're in place, I'm telling you, we are in for a disaster. They are in the government. The ball stop at the government because not them to get the responsibility. Now they don't be today the dirty for the country. No left this kind BB grammar, speak English, go past with bump while nothing is happening on the ground. I don't begin for raise this as a government. What thing they don't put in place for people of Sierra Leone? What thing they don't put in place for empower the institutions they are? I'm telling you, now complete health collapse and negligence cause within Udepan and more on the side of the government. The government, because this fire disaster don't start for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother just asked a question, I think, Ato Pratt. He said, who last then do refurbishment na the State House? Last no during EBK in regime, 2000, 2007, 2008 or so, around that. They didn't do refurbishment again at State House. I don't know if when this government take over, they ever do that. And when I say fire malfunction, electrical malfunction, I tell you, say, now something will be done all and outdated cable there, switch them. So the government, Mr. Sengepe, get a role to play. Then we come to we own professionals them. We come to we own professionals them, the engineers. Government also get a role to play there. I remember Ghana, the Gambia, like Ghana ban all second-hand vehicles. Then ban all second-hand vehicles. Then ban second-hand vehicles to go to Ghana. Then ban them. The government will come and ban all the Chinese cable here. There's substandard stuff there where they come out from the China where they can salon. They just can't dump them. The government need for put on and the engineers for save their own integrity, for save their own profession. They really need for tell the people, the customers, or the one who own their lands or their property, they for tell and say, don't like what you brother, they check this, no, what my colleague say. Then go to China, they go buy, I think, Mr. Pat. Then go buy things and tell the first hand, second hand, and third one. We need for put things in place. As the house where he mentioned as Shell Old Road, then the one at Shell New Road, who happened recently, I think last year. You know, all I know will watch, I do say, now engineer faults, then cause that. Now, look at what I say the government for kind side. The government can put tax high per iron rod, cement, all building materials. The prices soar up. But go check the building materials. The iron rod, they don't reduce the length drastically. The quality of cement, they don't reduce that drastically. But the price to go up. The prices go up. But why again then turn around? Then go reduce the quality of the iron rod. Watch the iron rod plant by trade. What you are now then they sell you that one length or what shape. They don't say now just like my finger, I can even bend now. That don't be say iron rod, but you use a tool, then get out a tool. When they use for bender. Now they all out here and bender. So the government, the engineers, the contractors, that are two-track approach. Then you the person really also don't go pull money over millions of dollars or build a house. You go allow substandard things. Mr. Sengepe, I think a month ago, you see one video, one man come for cancer in also then build for them.
Yes.
They just they push it with the hand.
The iron rod them, yes, you're right.
One
No
iron rod
not
inside. So this will tell you, say, the engineers, they really need for step down and put their foot down and protect their integrity for save lives and properties. Let me say, without us, we don't build.
Thank you.
Cause disaster.
All right. Thank you very much. Now come to the other two people inside the program this morning. What do you feel say will be the solution? I just did what just know somebody they sent to me the Bible verse. Like this one quickly, yeah. The Bible verse they sent to me. I don't actually know what this means. Yeah. It say Proverbs 29:2. NIV, I think the new King James version.
New International Version.
Okay, NIV. New International Version. Okay. It say, when the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. I think that's the situation.
Actually, there are principles, biblical principles, where they identify the state, the spiritual state of the leader, and how the spiritual state of the leader get tendency for affect the entire nation, can affect them to make decisions and everything. So, like I waiting Apostle me to talk about spirituality. Spirituality, I want to avoid. One, as Africans. Two, as people who believe in God. And we agree with you, brother, what you talk about, 10 for bind and 10 for lose. Technically, we agree with you. But when it comes to dealing with the minds of a man, when it comes to, I will tell you something, George, and to help, we already listen. If we look at what's in Sierra Leone, we will find out for say it's where they affect Sierra Leone are gross wickedness. A gross wickedness. Let's take, for example, the substations, the way electricity they go and put all around. People in the commutes and they go there, they cut them cable and they. Me not a supporter of mother building anyway, but I will not do that to my country. Because at the end of the day, what I do that one day, not to mother building suffer. Now we people in back they suffer. But the reason many people go and cut cable, a gross wickedness, now witchcraft, it is spiritual. On a very serious note, the reason we make corruption endemic, me not tell you this, you're shocked on for no say. There are some people where I just not to talk to them. We had a discussion. These are teachers. You know what you want to tell me say? In they doing masters now because you want to become principal. Where you become principal, waiting you go do for making money. Where they damage education. When I say where education will become damage. Damage your education. Damage poor people. And when I look now how teachers and principals they live, then they're like vampires living on the blood and the pains and sorrow of ordinary people. And the same thing that happen within the political system. And for target setting, it takes two approaches. Continuous talking and prayer. Continuous talking, whether technically we they deal with them, talk more to we say, but we need for prayer because we believe say God can touch the hearts of people. So let's look at the solutions. Having said that, we want to come to the solution. The very first thing I want to talk about, there was a project for decentralization that was stalled. Decentralization. I guess this is why I can go to decentralization. When a government is choked up with so many departments and the leadership small, they're not able to focus throughout. Decentralization is important because they allow other people for focus on the growth of other sectors where government or the leadership, the executive leading the country, not able for focus span directly. The problem with Sierra Leone they face right now is because we get a system in which the governments and the people who they take power, they just want to be in charge of everything to this thing where they happen. They want to be in charge. We're very bad. We see what happened with parliament. We vote for the councillors then. The national parliament block councillors from making local laws. They say now if you take all things and go to parliament for Sidon, how now that we vote for make laws. And it is wrong. Not so that we no more vote for make laws. That is why we are voting for our councillors. So today you go find out say city council not they able to take action because if they take parliament 3 years for Sidon for one thing where they come up from city council.
Because not to the interest.
Because not to the interest. You know, you see what they say. Then they know they work. You find out for say we education system don't go beyond because waiting the government people for focus on everything. When I been talk Sunday, now my Facebook page I mentioned this. Education, health, infrastructure, lands and infrastructure must be decentralized. They have to, and water have to be decentralized. Those areas should not be politicized. They are not political areas. They are areas that fosters economic growth and the health and safety of people. Finally, the other point I will make, because other people get for talk, now the area of laws. You understand me? The area of laws. There is the Legal Reform Commission. From when they set up the Legal Reform Commission, I want to challenge the government. I'm not challenging the commission because I'm sure the commission is doing its work to review laws. But how many of those laws have been taken into consideration by government, taken to parliament, you understand me, for an amendment, or even for do away with them? Those laws are not, they're not doing anything. we get laws that we're so archaic that for make you attempt for take action on subjects and things that will happen in modern times, it's quite impossible because of archaic laws. And also because the structures are not there. There are no laws that enables the structure. I always they talk this. One of the reasons we make Sierra Leone they grow, Africa not they grow, because industries are not guided properly by laws. You go go now to one carpenter. Say, I want make you make a cupboard for me. He go make the cupboard outside, he go use whiteboard outside, he paints the whiteboard with red paint. And then inside, he go use substandard old rotten board where somebody don't use like us. When you go find a dirty box, he use them inside. Then when you talk, he tell you say that inside. Then you not even get south side for going and complain. You not even get to wait for make the discipline them for making it happen again. The same thing they happen with the building that we put up. When they talk, we talk about you talk about that guy we push. When I see that video there, where they push them pillar then us tell them for them. Who start for go report that contractor? Who that's go ban that contractor? Who that's go take action against that contractor? Because these industries are not organized properly, and so therefore they're so loose that nobody not gets the ability for control things and for fight corruption within the industries there. Right. That, for me, that's what I think should be addressed.
Okay. So as we talk so right now, video are playing at the background. Now, Kono as well, where we see disaster hits the people, now that area they, they host them fly, they host them book and other things. And so we know that they talk about fire, especially the area, and they talk about how they call it, the gun, the shake and other things that they happen. So things that they really happen. Pastor, I'll end with you. What do you feel say would be the solution to all of the wahala there? So where we face right now in the country?
Yeah, I think my brother also, a prophet indeed, because he really don't touch on one of the two things for information. Mr. Senepia, do you go for a program where we all go do what you called the new Sierra Leone? Do you make one special program go ready for come on board? Okay. That we discuss the new Sierra Leone. Okay. But for now, we need a legislature for three important institutions. Okay. Of situation. Number one, we need a strong legislature concerning education, concerning infrastructure, and this one concerning continuity in governance. The America then get a model, or one for design one specifically for Sierra Leone. We particularly deal with continuity. This continuity, now a very strong legislature, we go make it possible that when one government can, whatever national policy we do for develop the country, it will be impossible for let another one come, we go demolish them. Okay. So over a period of time, you see, say the country they grow from point A to point B. Nobody they can use the ego on your own personal situation or competition. Say, well, I want to say I make do this, therefore I pull this and make me own. But with this legislation for continuity, it goes show say nobody not own anything because you're in a government. It belongs to the people of Sierra Leone. So when you can make something, you make it for the people of Sierra Leone. And when the other person come, now people of Sierra Leone them property, you for just continue not to for break them. We'll talk more on that when probably give the platform. Another important thing, now that of education. I am of the view, the opinion that the area we need 100% liberalization in education. Our education is too archaic in terms of policy and system. Our education is unreasonable, it's non-practical to the 21st century trending at the world. Our education is only based on go sit exam, would I pass a make. Our education is based on waiting selected few. What about liberalization? Everybody in Sierra Leone for rights to education, not to promote, in practice and in policy. Elect today, you turn 60 years, you say, I want to go back for go to class 1. The system for tolerate you. You want to go sit NPSC, you want to go sit Beke, regardless of the age. The system for accommodate you. But you know what happen at Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone don't put a stop. So as you don't pass certain age, you don't get much access to some of the education system. And talking about that, it's like say the one they get the paper, now then one for look like a problem in our country. What I mean, they talk something about get a policy about building business. Of course, I did into building. My brother, it not necessarily look like it's like the more they formalize something. You don't think that formalize that when they make a formal system, nothing they succeed for do. And they become more commercialized. Now the price now they go up. So they make now that you get for pay more heavily than now you may pay. So they become marketable. For example, what I mean by that, by the time you begin to make this team more formal, to all the people here together, first of all, the engineer or the contractor, then they begin for tax them for pay. And then they begin for pay to the institution that you also back, but let them get away for waiting. What we need, no, we not take away the local contractor. All the ICC and BB come the way they see so, the actual people who they do their work, now the common Sierra Leonean them, the one that will not get paid passive. So the experienced people in the job, I go say this today, to a large extent, sometimes they better pass the paper people in this country. I go over that again. The experienced people in this job, when it comes to construction, whether they get paper or not, then better pass most of the one that will get paper in this country. Because the experienced people are people that will actually get passion for the job. Then started the work, also because then they look for particular money. But then they are now where they get paper. In no time, they want big money for themselves. In no time. Then they bribe the way for do everything, bribe the way for get certificate, anything. So we actually need for overall education system. We need that so urgently. Bringing more of skills into the education system. Make them like I say, liberalize them. But on the streets, if you go to a place like Guinea, you see for all the politicians they speak French. But we not get that in Sierra Leone. We need to open the space, but education, it is too aristocratic. It is too selective. Let every Sierra Leonean get access to education at every given level possible. That might mean we all 8 years. If you say tomorrow I want to go secondary school education, if we get access to that. Okay. Moving forward, that is one thing where they propose. And this last.
Yes, go ahead. Last. Go ahead. Oh, okay. The line the whole line there. Okay, so at this point, I want to tell you thank you. I hope we get boku time like that for we continue because this one very much interesting. But we'll find time for discuss all of them things again. Now we see the report within the pool, the allergy report within the pool. But we'll discuss this again, I'm pretty sure. So I want to tell you thank you. And for part, I want to tell you thank you. I want to as well tell you thank you, George. La watch it. The name fine la call la no mistake at all because if I mistake, okay. Okay, so these are the latest. Then say the medical store and the hospital self na them born. Well, if the medical store and the hospital na them born, according to this court, then it means say nothing no left again. Now the most important things and that we talk about inside that particular place there. Okay, so one more time I want to tell thank you to Asopart and as well want to tell plenty thank you to we other man we na George Makoti. Yes, the CEO of I Salon. Thank you very much. And I want to tell thank you again to we own Apostle Daniel will join me inside the program this morning for we discuss plenty thing them we get for do with the latest fire outbreak now the 34 military hospital. So I want to say thank you and please get on yourself a wonderful day. And to you who watch the program, I want to appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and share the program this morning. And if you're not subscribed, please consider for do so. Thanks to the producer, we bring this program come to you this morning. My name is Nasembe, the Freedom Fighter. Until meet again, we love you all so very much. And please get yourself a wonderful day.
rocks of Kabbalah to the shores of Panther. Every step I take, I feel the warmth. Sierra Leone, oh, you light up my soul. You're the joy